going on, traders, and welcome to my stream. Today's Wednesday, August 15th, I think. No, August 30th, 2023. Anyways, so the past 2 days we'd had pretty interesting movers so far. I think the past 3 days we have had pretty interesting price action, and today we actually had one big mover that ended up making a lot of money on it, and gonna go discuss that mover. I don't know. Usually I come in Monday and Tuesday, and Monday and Tuesday I was trying to force a couple trades, and they didn't work out. And today my numbers are starting to hit. Like I say, I try not to trade after 11 or after 12. And most of like this week's mover, most of these tickers pretty much squeezed in the middle of the day. Anyway, so the ticker that I did make money today was NAOV, and this ticker was very fun, to tell you the truth. Was one of the funnest stocks that I traded in a while. Very simple, straight to the point. And I think I was live streaming this morning on this ticker. I ended up buying it at $2, and the ticker ended up going to $4.23. And I'm just gonna go to my thought process of how to find these stocks, because I mean, you're gonna see them more and more again. This is the first green day, and this ticker, I ended up making a lot of money. So we're gonna talk all about it and more after this amazing video. So this is pretty much NAOV here. NAOV, very sexy price action. Let me see if I can put myself a little bit over here, and I can get this just a little bit bigger here. That's kind of like what I'm looking for. There we go. So this is kind of like NAOV here. Pretty nice price action over here. This is the daily over here. And this ticker had news this morning. If I were gonna look at the news, news was produces positive results from independent testing of Euroshield. Positive result of independent study of Euroshield, and this ticker. I mean, it's a biotech. A couple of things we might want to take in consideration: the float structure of this ticker. So we're gonna look at the pre-market gainer. You can see here at NAOV. It's a 1 milli float, so that's kind of like a small float. And it traded 79 million shares today, and I'm gonna talk you through what my thought process was, how to actually buy these tickers. Let me see if I can get some paint here. So there were a couple of things that I really did like about NAOV that really spiked my attention. NAOV setup $2 to 440, 450. So there were a couple of key indicators on this ticker. So NAOV $2. So number one, it was a clean chart. Number one, it was a clean chart. That means number one. Let me do it blue. How about blue? What's a clean chart? What does that mean? That means let's see. We can see. So as you can see, so here when I looked at the daily this morning, I understood. I look at the daily. If it had candles, and you can see like it in the morning it traded about 3 million shares, and you can look at the daily over here. This is the daily, and it never traded $3 million in the past. So what that means is that In the past, I mean, this ticker, doesn't have really that much resistance. And that means there's no bag holders. I mean, once it reaches a point, uh, these sellers are just not going to show up there. So, no bag holders, keeping the stock down. Keeping stock down. That's probably number one. What got me to make a lot of money in this. Number two is probably gonna be news, fresh catalyst, fresh news, fresh catalyst, holds VWAP, all the rest. That's kind of like number two. You can see that VWAP was kind of holding VWAP. We're kind of just going up here. I saw this VWAP reclaim, and I was trying to buy it as we got up to here. So number two, fresh news, fresh catalyst. Let's see if we can. Let's see. We can get. Some. There we go. Fresh news, fresh catalyst. Number three was what was it? Day one mover. So that means day one. That means it's not day two. This is the first green day we have had this runner. Number four. Let me put it green. Low float. 1.5 million shares. Anything under 10 million would probably be what I'm looking for. I love trading stocks under 10 million because they give the best bang for the buck. And number one, fresh news, fresh catalyst, clean chart, day one mover, low float, and that's basically it. And I don't know if I look at anything else. Holds VWAP, under VWAP, the dip buy. I don't know what else you want me to do. Clean chart. Most amount of volume. There we go. Most amount of volume. Pre-market in history, in the stock's history. So this is kind of like what happens here. Like, this is very important because, there's a lot of dirty charts in which the stock pops up and pretty much it just dies. You can see here that all these. I mean, this is a very clean chart. If you look aggressively on the on the daily here, the only time we traded this ticker was around here. You can see this candle over here of 4 million shares, and we traded that one between 4:30 and 8. So these are like home run potentials. So I ended up making a really good trade on it, going on with my trades on it. So this morning I was watching in my live stream, I was watching NAOV and DBGI, took a small entry of the NAOV at 215. NAOV looks good. And I want to show you a clip. NAOV looks really good. Numbers working today. NAOV is my favorite one for today. So initially in the morning, we had this push that I held long. So you can see that, I don't know if I have the clip here of me, let's see, of me talking about this clip here. But in the morning, we had interesting push here. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, this morning we had an interesting push here. Let's see, this one was it. Actually, well, I think it was this push here that I want to talk to you guys about. This is the push that I was talking to. This is the kind of the push. Let's see if it reloads. So we kind of pushed over here, right about here. So I took it long right about there, and we had a slam back down. And what I want you guys to see is that once we hit that $2 range, I mean, there was a buyer there that was just scooping up shares. I have level 2 covered, but you can see that once we hit $2, I mean, the level 2 just spiked up really nicely. So so we're gonna watch it. Sadly, right now my level 2 is covered by my midday scanner here in the morning. But what I want you guys to see is that once we hit that $2 area, there was a buyer there that pretty much just bought everything, and we went into the twos, and immediately we shot up to 210. And this is where I made my comment that you can see so here that they are eating NAOV. They're buying the twos. So I mean, you can see so that we came into the twos, and immediately we had these $2 candles, these $2 buyers that came into the stock. And once these and you can see so that once usually we have a push, we have a rejection, we hit twos, and now we hit twos 2 times. And this you if you would have saw level 2 right now, there we go. So we hit 202, and in like a couple seconds it's immediately 210. You see how quickly that came to 210? So I already smelled it that this was a possible double bounce off of twos. And what I did was I actually did add shares. Actually, if you look at my fills, I actually did add shares. NAOV, I add shares at around I added shares around 211ish. So I was adding as we were bouncing off the twos, because I knew that if this thing is gonna do a VWAP reclaim, I mean, this ticker is probably gonna go pretty much over 220, 230, and actually, what I said in my morning video that my target is 280. So you can see so here that 280 was my target, and I was selling 270, 290, and 295. So you can see so that right now we're VWAP reclaiming. You can see how it double bounced off that $2 area. This $2 area. So we pushed, we got slammed, and then we had a double bottom at $2. And once this 220, 230 broke, I mean, it was just off to the races after that. And right here, you can see so that at 213, we broke that VWAP, and after that, it was just pretty much pretty much look at that candle. You see that candle? We broke that VWAP, and we had an immediate candle up to 230, and soon enough it hit my target of 280. It actually hit $4 today for those people that profited from this idea, because it did everything that I wanted it to do. We had fresh catalyst, fresh news, day one mover, low float, most amount of volume pre-market, and we pushed, we got rejected, we hit $2, and as soon as we hit $2 the second time, this hammer candle came in, and they were immediately snapping it up and eating it up. And soon enough, I mean, look at these candles now. After we break that 220 with 240, and then it just spiked from there like it was Christmas. It was a beautiful sight to be seen, and I was very happy to take part in this trade, and I ended up making a huge amount of bank on it. I think my overall P&L ended up being around 1380.50. My average price was 215, and my average exit price was 297 overall, because I did sell into some 7. So you can see so that we had a huge pop from around 220 to 260. And I mean, these 1 minute candles, I mean, these short sellers were trying to short this line, to tell you the truth. And what happened was, like, we had dip buyers coming in here and buying it. So this was a technical downtrend break, and the short sellers were like, nah, This ticker is just going to hold, the amateur short sellers that are just shorting day one movers. They were coming in at 240, so we pushed into the 240, 245, and we hit this level. And that's where the first amount of short sellers came in, and then the second amount of short sellers came in at 280. So it was just one amazing short squeeze that I held on because I knew it was, it had really good risk reward, and I mean, it met my criteria. And soon enough, I mean, I don't know if I can scroll this a little bit faster, but you can see that every single 1 minute candle, right now we're hitting this level, and you can see how quickly that happened right there. You can see that we punched into the 280, 240. So this is just a massive amount of either a squeeze because these shorts are getting in prematurely, and a bunch of shorts piled in over here, a bunch of shorts piled in over here, and now you have a massive squeeze into this ticker. And soon enough, I think there we go. Look at this. It just spiked from 220 to $3, and this is where I take my profit. It was a very, I mean, if you watch, you can see how whippy this whole 1 minute candle was. You had this humongous whip. If I were gonna look at it, 220 to 250, then it came back down, and soon enough, I mean, this ticker hit 340, and soon enough, I think after that hit 4, which was actually the daily resistance over here, daily support area that I did draw this morning. So it ended up being a pretty huge gain, around, I don't know, 30%. 30% on this ticker. Thumbs up. Like I'm actually reading a book right now because in Monday and Tuesday I was trading a lot of tickers, and the book that I'm reading right now is, I just got this book. It's called Alpha Trader. Anyways, so in this book, Alpha Trader was saying, it's better to have a no position than to actually have a position on. It's great to be flat, and always aim to trade A plus setups, or sometimes A negative setups, because I avoided pretty much the B, because there was a ticker that had a B setup, and I think that ticker was ICCT. Let me see. Let me show you ICCT. So ICCT was a day two type mover, and I avoided it altogether because, my data. I mean, even though ICCT is going down up over here, I mean, I avoided it because it's not an A plus setup. It's a day two kind of deal. This is a day two ticker, so day twos in my criteria are not really where I make most amount of money. Most amount of money I make with day one, which is NAOV, and NAOV ended up being a huge gain this morning, low stress, and that's about it. It was really relaxed trade, and just a reminder. I had a couple of trades that I did in this beginning of the week, and they were not that not that great, and because we weren't really getting that momentum, we were getting just small momentum. But I'm very happy that the volatility returned. I really like to trade volatile securities like 10, 20, 30, 40, 100% intraday. I'm really good at volatility, and I'm a more of a volatile trader. I'm not really more of a slow market cycle trader. So I took part in those highly volatile securities. I avoided the crappy ones, and that's all I had. And I have 13K to be very happy about, which were posted in my Discord page, and as well as I was live streaming talking about it. NAOV, they're buying the twos. I'm going to hold for a bit. Let's see, 280. All the other top gainers are selling. NAOV is about to squeeze. They're eating it up. 280 is my target for NARV. Sold 270, half 290, and it's kind of like my trades and my fills. Other than that, it's been a fun time trading this ticker. Really nice volatility, and I hope I can pretty much wake up and trade similar tickers every single day like this, because they make a lot of difference for my bottom P&L for the year. Other than that, see you all later, and make sure you check me out. Discord link is in the description below. Other than that, you all have a good one. Peace out.